This is the 6th generation Nissan Micra. It's like a Renault 5, but with Japanese touches. Like this French cockerel that's, I've been told, is the origami version of it. And today, for the first time, we are driving it on public roads, Dutch public roads. So stick around, like and subscribe and all that jazz. Let's get on with it.
The last 12 months have definitely been the year of the small, affordable electric car, and I am so here for it. I mean, cars like the Citroën EC3, Hyundai Insta, BYD Dolphin Surf, and of course, the mighty Renault 5. They are just the best, aren't they? Affordable, cute, fun, all of that. And now, joining the party is this brand new Nissan Micra.
Well, sort of. I mean, it's easy to mistake it for a Renault 5 because it is a Renault 5, kinda, sort of. But it's a Micra. You got it? Good.
Yes, the Micra is back, and this time it is electric. Over 40 years and 5 generations, Nissan have sold more than 6 million Micras around the world. It's been everything from a humble city car to a convertible to a techie little hatchback, and now it's going EV. Shall we have a look?
So, if you don't like the sort of sportier exterior of the Renault 5, maybe this adorable face is for you. I mean, it is adorable. I am a fan of how the lights look. It might not be for you, but this is definitely a more gentle, family-friendly kind of version, isn't it? What's that bit there? What's that? Are these sensors? They're not sensors. Oh, it's a mouth. It's a mouth, isn't it? Eyes and a mouth like that. It's a very lovely, jolly looking car. Oh, look at it. Down the side you've got 18-inch wheels. These have quite sort of chunky sidewalls, so it will kind of soften things up a little bit. But this is where it really looks like the Renault 5, doesn't it? I mean, it's the same area for the charge port. Same down here, same door handles on the rear as well. Same all along the top. The only difference is this line here, that one there. That's it down the side, Renault 5. At the back, this is where it becomes a Nissan again. Ta-da! I mean, a similar line here, like the Renault 5, but the very cute lights. It's not a bad looking rear end, actually, is it? It's not bad at all. Now, while the outside has lots of differences, welcome to the interior of the Renault 5. Literally, the Renault 5. Now, I sat in this thing and I went, you're kidding me. You're joking. This is the Renault 5. This is the Renault 5. The only difference I think that I can spot is this bit here. Because on the Renault 5 it's like a glass bit, and then if you go for top trim there's like a light up 5 there. And there's normally a 5 down it. That's a Renault key, Nissan on it. There's like a 5 here instead, but no, we've got mountains and Japanese sun. Renault. Do you remember this? That was designed after a Chanel lipstick. They have literally copy-pasted everything, aside from maybe graphics. Graphics are slightly different. I mean, you've got the same 10.1-inch screens. That has a Google Brain. That works really well. You've got the buttons and switches for your climate controls, which again, that works really well. Now, the thing is we love the Renault 5 at electrifying.com. We genuinely love that car. So, hey, if you're going to copy-paste anything, copy-paste the Renault 5. Do you know what? Screw it. Even add in the roof. This roof was added in as a nod to the original Renault 5. It's the same. I mean, if you've seen a review of the Renault 5, you already know what's going on in here. If you want a full detailed review, go and watch Ginny's Renault 5 review, basically. But again, it's not a bad thing. Everything works really well. It's just very sticky. Like the Renault 5, that's where your volume controls are. Like the Renault 5, bit of squidge going on there, which is very similar to the top spec Renault 5s. Do you want to know the big difference? Flappy paddles. You don't get that in the Renault 5. No, you don't. No. You get it in the Renault 4, which again has exactly the same interior, but not the Renault 5. So hey, if you want to change your regen braking, and that's really important to you, then you'd go for this over the Renault 5.
Rear seat space is diddy. It's a tiny little machine, this, and the legroom is minimal. If you just got maybe 1 or 2 people in your family, then you'll probably be fine. I mean, this car is only 4 metres long, remember? So, dogs in the back, maybe some extra shopping bags, and you're good to go. In case you were curious about boot size, guess what I'm about to say. Can you guess? Have you guessed yet? It's the same as a Renault 5. Yeah, bang on. So we got 326 litres of space. There isn't a frunk, so if you do need to pop your cables in, it will eat into your boot space a little bit. But it's perfectly fine. You can get a weekly shop in there. And if you need to squeeze in some bigger things, then fold down the rear seats. You've got 1,106 litres.
So the question is, does this car drive exactly the same as the Renault 5? And the answer, my friends, is yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah, it does. You know why? Because it's got exactly the same underneath. Same batteries, same power. It's like they haven't even tried to make this different from the Renault 5. I mean, the version we've got here is a 52 kilowatt hour battery, right? So this will do 260 miles of range. I know the Renault 5 actually does 8 miles less than that. I'm wondering if it's maybe because the front is slightly more curved, ever so slightly. But it has the same amount of power, 148 horsepower, 0 to 62 time, exactly the same of 8 seconds, exactly the same. I don't know if it's just because the styling of the Renault 5 is a bit more sporty and a bit more sort of funky and a bit more fun, that you feel like you're having more fun in the Renault 5 than you are in this. But that theory doesn't really make sense, does it? Because it is the same car. Maybe because you're driving a Nissan, you will drive more carefully than if you're driving a funky Renault 5? I don't know, I just feel like in the Renault you're kind of whipping it around a little bit more, whereas I'm not really feeling the urge to do it in this. This is much more gentle, but that's purely aesthetics. Thing is, when it comes to actually driving, the Renault 5 is a great car to drive. I thoroughly enjoy it, which means that this isn't a bad thing. This drives really well. It is very smooth, it's quiet, you've got a bit of wind noise when you're at motorway speed through the mirrors, etc. But that's the same as a Renault 5, exactly the same! Oh! You got the heat pump as standard, same as the Renault 5, vehicle to load as standard, same as the Renault 5. It's probably worth pointing out actually, we do know that in the Renault 5 when it comes to winter months, that the range struggles a little bit there. So that's probably worth picking up on just in case range is a worry for you. So in winter, you'll probably get around 160 miles-ish. 160 to 200, I reckon. Charging-wise, exactly the same. 100 kilowatt rapid charging, same as the Renault 5. That will give you 10 to 80% in around half an hour. It's perfectly fine. It's 2025. I wish we had it a bit faster than that, but what can you do? We're in an era of nice, fun, affordable little diddy electric cars, and the competition is huge, huge. I mean, there are so many now small, affordable EVs, and now we've got 2 Renault 5s on offer. Okay, maybe there's one difference in the flappy paddles, so I can flap all the way to the right and then coast and flap all the way to the left and turn on one pedal driving, which works really well. That's not in the Renault 5, but I do know it's coming to the Renault 5. I understand that this is happening a lot across different brands. I understand it's cost cutting. I mean, you look at Stellantis, for example, we understand that underneath the Avenger is the same as what's underneath the Alfa Junior, the same as what's underneath the Fiat 600e. I understand that. But what they do is they create different personalities with the same platform. That's what they do, and they make it work. You know that you're sat in a different car. This isn't a different car. This is a Renault 5. I get it, but at least try.
Were you as upset driving a Seat Mii, a Skoda Citigo and the Volkswagen e-up that they look the same inside out?
I don't think that bothered me.
Why?
Because there were still very slight differences. They're not a complete copy, are they? Off the top of my head?
Yes, inside out. The only different things are the buzzes and the headlights.
I think what it is like the Renault 5 landed with a bang, didn't it? It landed with a bang, and everyone's gone, wow, that's how you bring back a name of an original car. That's how you do it. And everyone got really excited about it. Everybody raved about it. It was winning Car of the Year everywhere. And then Nissan have gone, oh, we can do that. Put a Nissan badge on it. That's what they've done. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Let's win all the awards. Yeah, Renault, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's nice. We'll put a Nissan badge on it. And I'm not saying that this is a bad car, because the Renault 5 is a great car. So that makes this, okay, I guess a great car, but a copy-paste version. That's what it is. It's not the original. It's not the OG. Do you know what this is like? This is like the first episode of The American Office. That's what it is. Because they copied shot for shot, word for word, the first episode of the UK Office. And I went, no, that's not right. Eventually, American Office went off and did its own thing and ended up becoming an absolutely brilliant show because it found its own way. But that first episode is what Nissan have done to Renault. And they've copied it word for word, shot for shot. Right, let's do an absolute comparison when it comes down to the price. Now, Nissan have confirmed that this car will be eligible for the UK's government electric car grant of 1,500 quid. So if we put that into account, when we're going to compare this to the Renault 5, which is also eligible for that grant, the entry-level trim of this, which has the 40 kilowatt-hour battery, that's the Engage trim, that is £21,495. That is bang on the price of the Renault 5. Bang on. Like pound for pound. But if you go for the top spec of this, which is the 52 kilowatt hour battery, the Evolve trim, that is £28,365, which is nearly £1,000 more than the top spec Renault 5. And to me, that doesn't make sense. I can only assume that Nissan have spent nearly £1,000 on tracing paper. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Or Renault have charged them to copy their homework. So it all depends on how you think it looks and which dealership is closer to your house, I guess. I mean, if you live closer to a Renault, then you'd go to a Renault. If you live closer to a Nissan, you'd probably still go to a Renault, if I'm honest with you. I mean, if you want to know how this thing compares to a Hyundai Insta, then go back and watch our Renault 5 versus the Hyundai Insta video. Yeah, so that, folks, is the Nissan Renault Micra 5. I don't get it. I don't get it.